with Bert Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC. Call Jersey Central at 732-545-9282. Toll free at 888-545-9282. Watch Jersey Central live online at WCTCAM.com or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now, back to Jersey's Morning Show. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
8:37, back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It's Bert Barron inside the Forge Jewelers studio today. Thank you for being here. We've got your need-to-know things coming up a little bit later on in this 8:30, a half hour of Jersey Central. Let's get to the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline. Our next guest is from Oak Ridge, New Jersey. Clearly finds no obstacle too daunting to tackle. And let's meet Gianna Rojas, who was with us here this morning. Gianna, good morning. It's Bert Barron. How are you today?
Well, good morning, Mr. Burt. I am doing very well. Thank you very much.
Well, great to speak with you. And I'm in awe of anybody who has the nickname of the one-handed lady golfer. First of all, you have to tell me about your disability and how you've learned to master a game as difficult of golf, which I have all of my faculties and I can't play at all.
Well, everyone has different abilities. I don't like to call disabilities only
Right.
because everybody is able.
Mm-hmm.
We just adapt in a different way. I was actually born with no fingers on my left hand. I learned to play the game of golf probably about 10 years ago. I just started trying to at least be able to get out and swing a club, maybe go to the driving range with my husband, or maybe when we go on vacation, at least, just go out and be able to at least hit the ball. I tried to find some instructors. At the time, back then, there really wasn't anybody teaching somebody of my ability, or should I say my different ability, to be able to actually swing one-handed. So basically, I just had to learn the fundamentals and then just kind of trial and error, lots of trial, lots of error. Just try to come up with some sort of a swing, which in past 3 or 4 or 5 years now, I'm actually able to drive the ball about 150 yards. I'm usually pretty straight. I'm not a long driver, but while you're looking for your ball in the woods, I'm just going to keep going right up the fairway.
Yours is straight down the middle. You've got a ball in play, as we like to say in scramble tournaments, right?
That's right, exactly. I just keep the ball in play. I don't hit it far enough to lose very many, so I don't hit it far enough to get it out of the fairway, so I don't lose too many golf balls.
Wow, well, great for you. And obviously, you love the game of golf so much that you're going to be volunteering at the upcoming PGA tournament, Bethpage Black in Long Island coming up. Why volunteer at the tournament, Gianna? What's that all about?
Well, this is my 4th year volunteering with the Barclays. I do marshal. I'm actually I call myself the shusher. It's the marshal's job to hold both hands up in the air, nice and high, and ask people to be quiet, please. Thus, the shusher comes about. I enjoy it, number one, because of the camaraderie that I've built with the other volunteers. I usually marshal at hole 10. I work at the same hole no matter where the tournament is. So we're usually the same group of people with some new people coming in and out. It gives me the opportunity to, number one, be very, very close and up and personal to the game itself. But I feel as no matter what position you have as a volunteer, you're an ambassador of the game itself. And that I take a lot of pride in.
Yeah, I'm sure. So if I know this tournament, this Barclays, makes the rounds, and it's been at Metuchen here in Jersey in past years. Have you worked at Metuchen also?
The past 4 years, I started with, it's actually doing it at Liberty National.
Oh, right, okay.
And then it went to Ridgewood, and then it went to Plainfield. And I've been at all 4 of those.
Oh, right, Plainfield. Yeah, that's right. Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, it's an opportunity just to be able to get out and talk to people. Being the shusher with one hand
right.
Tends to get a bit of attention. So I tend to draw that attention to spark conversation about what I do in my real-time job as the community director for the March of Dimes.
Nice.
And it was because of me being born with a birth defect. I was actually the March of Dimes poster child from 1972 to 1976, moved away from it, never thought about the March of Dimes again until, believe it or not, golf brought me back to the March of Dimes.
See that? Once it's got you, right? It's going to
That's
have to
it.
work.
That's it. So those two passions of mine are very, very, very deep rooted and very strong.
Yeah, I saw a lot of shushing at Baltusrol a couple weeks ago at the tournament that was there. So, okay, now I know the role of the shusher, though.
It didn't. Sometimes it doesn't work.
This is true. This is true. Talk about what the PGA Tour Volunteer Challenge is all about. How does that work?
Well, the PGA has been donating to charity for a number of years now. They're embarking upon their $3 billion mark, I believe, after the season this season. And what it is it's kind of a social media vote. The person with the most votes will receive the opportunity to be part of a check presentation in their name that will be donated to the first tee of the Metropolitan. And that check is a $10,000 check. In addition, the PGA will also donate $5,000 to a charity of the winner's choice. And I guess you can imagine what my charity would be.
If I had a guess, a March of Dimes, I would guess, right?
You might think that.
Yeah, one would think. But
well, the PGA has been involved with the March of Dimes. I actually had met Arnold Palmer back in the 70s when he was a big supporter of the March of Dimes. So March of Dimes and golf have been together for quite a number of years, and it's my gift that I get to be the person to kind of reignite all of that again for the upcoming years.
That's really special. And First Tee does fantastic work. There's actually a local chapter of First Tee here in Jersey. Gets kids introduced to the game of golf and just tries to make them good golfers, sure, but good people. That's really the message of First Tee. That's what they're all about also. So it's great that this connection is really great also. So
well, I've done a little bit of work with them as well because I am able to talk to the younger group of people. And we were just actually at Galloping Hills the past week with the First Swing.
Love that place,
and,
sure.
That is, there was a young man by the name of Will who lost his leg when he was 6 years old to cancer. And he's a prosthetic leg, and he's out there learning how to play golf. So it works in not just in the different ability category, but just to inspire especially children at that age that, you know what, you can do whatever you feel you want to do no matter what your abilities are. You just have to be adaptive. You just have to be able to adapt it to get to the best of your potential.
That's it. Very true. How can my fine listeners of WCTC, how do we get involved in maybe helping you along in the Volunteer Challenge?
Well, I do have, actually, I have a website that I put together for adaptive golf. It's www.adaptivegolfers.org. There's a green vote box there, which will take you directly to the PGA's voting. And from there, you can vote for Gianna, the one-handed lady golfer. There are also a lot of other people there to vote for. I prefer that you would like to vote for me, but I don't want to, if it's something that you feel you want to vote for someone, please do. The tournament that gets the most votes will get some additional charitable funding. My goal is to reach 10,000 votes by August the 27th.
Fantastic. And speaking of those dates there, the tournament, the Barclays, will be at the Black Course at Bethpage State Park in Long Island, August 23rd to 28th, and that's where Gianna will be doing her shushing expertly, I'm sure.
Hole 10.
So, hole number 10. Look for her right there. But definitely vote for her as she continues along in the Volunteer Challenge. But Gianna Rojas, you're a very inspirational person, and I'm sure that you would school me in a game of golf, I'm sure.
I have a little joke
I know you
about
would.
that.
No, I'm sure you would. But right. All right. Listen, Gianna, thank you again. Good luck with everything, and wonderful to speak with you today. All right?
Thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk to your listeners.
All right.
Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
You as well. Thank you. All right, Gianna Rojas, my guest on the